Okay guys, so I'm back. Thomas is back, all that fun stuff. And I'm not gonna be talking about this gameplay per se. I will be talking about Call of Duty, and let's just get right to it. I want to talk about like the guns and the gun choices in Call of Duty and why certain guns are effective and why certain guns are popular and all that jazz. So, where do I want to start? Well, some of this, before I get into it, some of this stuff might seem obvious, but it's kind of overlooked in my opinion. And, like, following the steps of Dino Riding Jesus, DRJ, Waldo Dude, whatever you want to call him, I want to figure out why, and want to get you guys thinking, why are things done a certain way? Like, with him, he goes into, like, games, why they're fun, why people really like them, etc., why are they balanced, all that stuff. But I'm gonna kind of stick to Call of Duty. Why are the guns popular, why are they effective, and why do, like, for example, assault rifles kind of monopolize the effective guns in Call of Duty? And this can pertain to other games, but it's based on Call of Duty, but can carry over to games such as Battlefield, even though they are very different. And well, let's just get right to it. As most of you might be able to tell, assault rifles monopolize I don't know, they kind of monopolize the quote-unquote tryhards in the community because they are effective at all ranges. And what I mean by that is they're built for, in the game, they're built for mid-range combat, which in Call of Duty with the map design is the main combat you'll encounter, mid-range. But they can also, with this mid-range capability, they are average at both long range and short range. So this makes kind of the gun for any scenario as close as you can get it in these games with all their balancing. And so now that we know why an assault rifle is so good, why aren't other guns as effective? And I'll try to explain this as best I can. Submachine guns are usually second to assault rifles because, as I said before, the CoD maps are usually mid-range maps. There are very few long-range maps where an LMG or a sniper would be, like, moderately effective, because assault rifles would still be just as good. So a submachine gun in, like, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops have been second in command, really, because they're average effectively, I'm saying that word, they're effective at mid-range kind of averagely. They're not so great like a assault rifle is, but they're not bad, we'll say. Most of them aren't bad. Some of them are. And then they're effective at close range, which is a small portion of CoD, but not as small as long range. So they're useful in more situations than a long-range weapon would be. And then they're kind of really bad at long range, but that doesn't really hinder many encounters in this game. Moving on to LMGs, they aren't effective at close range most of the time, unless you get really lucky, and they're effective at long range, but as I said before, not many long range battles in Call of Duty. And they're average at mid range, so it's kind of either a fast paced short to mid or a slow paced long to mid to long range gun. And SMGs will take the cake between those two kind of most of the time. Shotguns and snipers, they're novelty weapons really, and I don't think I've gone into it, but snipers are probably the most popular weapon in this game because they're an instant kill, any range, very effective at long range if you have the accuracy, and the real appeal to them is, well, if I can be effective at long range, if I can quickscope or kill someone at short range with it, I'd be the ultimate warrior, which is a very, very intriguing possibility, but in practice it's not that practical unless you're a outstanding sniper. So really, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this, or maybe got something out of it. Maybe it's expanding your mind. If you have any counter opinions that you wanna express, leave it in the comments. I'd love to verse with you guys, figure out what you guys are thinking, and hopefully we can figure out why these things happen, and if it is really that effective to try to balance other guns like they did with the AK-74U in the early parts of this game. So yeah, I want to kind of do more commentaries like this where they're more intelligent, maybe. Not that I'm saying I'm super smart, but just do extra thinking of why things happen, because I'm not a particularly funny guy, and trying to be is just not that effective in a commentary for me. So as I said before, leave a comment. You can rate it if you want, but I'd rather have a comment. So see you next time. Bye.
We executed the mission perfectly.